Welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are not, welcome back. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this chunky infinity chain. I'm also going to show you how to connect it with and without jump rings. The materials we're using for this: 14 gauge jewelry making wire, 2 chain nose pliers, a file or a sanding block, two jump rings, these are optional, a flush cutter, a nylon jaw pliers, a round nose pliers, and a bail making pliers. And you're also going to use 2 inches of the 14 gauge wire to make the clasp. To begin, I'm going to show you how to make this chain without the jump rings. Next, I'm going to use a permanent marker to mark the round nose pliers so that the links will be the same. Next, you're going to use the nylon jaw pliers to straighten the wire. At this point, you've got 2 options. You can smooth the end of the wire with a file or a sanding block. Or you can cut the ends flush and securely close the links. Next, you're going to place the wire between the barrels of the round nose pliers and right next to where you've made that mark, and then you're going to make a loop like this. So at this point, you're going to have the P shape facing you. Place the pliers underneath the P shape, then you are going to bring the wire behind the pliers and over the first loop that you've made. So at this point, you're going to cut the link flush, and you can use your thumb to prevent the pliers from slipping off. And if you would like to smooth the end, this is how you would open it to do so. This chain is 20 inches in length, and I used 39 links to make it. At this point, you're going to connect the chain. And this is what it looks like once you've connected all the links together. Next, you're going to use a 2 inches of 14 gauge wire to make the clasp. First, place the wire between the barrels of the round nose pliers, then make a loop like this. Next, place the pliers just below the loop, then shape the wire around it. Then you're going to cut the excess. Use the tip of the chain nose pliers to bend the wire like this. Next, you're going to use a file to smooth it. So what you can do right here, you can close the chain like this, or you can use jump rings instead. And this is what the chain looks like without the jump rings. Next, I'm going to show you how to connect the chain with jump rings. First, we're going to make some jump rings, and this is just an easy way to quickly make a few jump rings. And you're going to use the first step on the bail making pliers to coil the wire. So I used 28 jump rings and 29 links to put the chain together. Next, you are going to cut the jump rings flush. So to cut flush, have the back of the pliers facing the coil like this. Remove the excess wire like so, then rotate the pliers to cut your first jump ring. So once you've cut a jump ring, you'll notice that there's a pinch end left on the coil. Cut the pinch end flush like this, as you can see here. Then rotate your pliers to cut the other side flush, and there you have another jump ring. And this is a method that you're going to use until you've got enough jump rings. I usually use a jeweler saw to cut my jump rings, and only use this method for cutting like small amounts of jump rings. And next, you're going to use the jump rings to put the chain together. Open a jump ring, then place one of the link on it, then close it.